Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome to part 7 of my Morathi campaign in Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. Last episode, Morathi went on holiday. She's come to Ulthuan just to enjoy the beaches, the mountains, killing high elves, all that to look forward to. I'm a little bit concerned because Tiranoc have got quite a big stack here, and Morathi is currently heading. I mean, I did consider trying to take on Tauren Rock, but I don't know, maybe I could. I mean, it would be a good foothold, wouldn't it? Maybe I should head Morathi back. We've got Selveth heading up towards the Forgebound to take them out. So the south of our empire is sort of unprotected. We are currently losing money, which isn't great. But that's, you know, that's life for you. So I think what we need to do is potentially, yeah, I think maybe I need to move Morathi south and lay siege. Or maybe I could take on Tor Dranil first and then. Although it's tricky. It's a tricky decision. I'm at war with most of Ulthuan at this point, so it is a bit difficult to know what to do really. But I'm just going to end the turn and see what happens. There are two High Elf armies here, Lothran armies. Griffin Gate is owned by Tiranoc. Maybe we could take Griffin Gate. Where are you going? You're running over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the Lizard Men. We do have a military alliance with Nagrond, which is nice. We've got, you know, Malekith is looking out for his old mum, which is nice. I have installed some additional mods as well. So I have heard that the Chaos Invasion, when it spawns, is currently a little over... Oh, hello. Interesting. Yeah, so the Chaos Invasion, when it spawns, this is just what I've read on Reddit, but it spawns 8 stacks of chaos that focus entirely on the player. Apparently people think it's using the Vortex AI. Oh, hello. Yeah, so people think it's using the Vortex AI, so it is entirely focused on the player. It ignores everyone else, goes directly for the player. And apparently these 8 stacks respawn every 15 turns. I think that's what if I understand it correctly. They respawn every 15 turns until Archaon is defeated. Which, I mean, to be honest, I've got enough stress in my life as it is. I don't need that many Chaos Warriors trying to kill me. So so we're not going to. I've basically got a mod that should stop that. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so we haven't they've moved up that. So, do they have defences? Do they have wall? I mean, there's a gate. I'm sure they've got walls, haven't they?
Absurd.
They've got a big garrison. I don't particularly want to fight that, but maybe what we can do is we can head down here and set up an ambush. So what percent chance do we have? 50% chance. That's not bad. We can try that. See if we can catch them in an ambush. That could be good. That could be very good. Okay, let's move up here. And we will do a little bit of raiding. And then Feature has got a skill point. Replenish troops would be quite useful. Spread corruption, damage walls. Let's give a Dance of Death, because I mean she is a death hag, so that's probably going to be for the best. Public order currently is looking pretty good all over the place, which is nice. And I think if we can get Tauren Rock, we can hold that against against the High Elves and use that as a base to launch attacks against the rest of the... Maybe we could take Eagle Gate as well. And then we will have access to the whole of... Oh, that'd be good. Plus a gold mine. And who doesn't love a bit of gold? So I think that's my plan. Oh, Elamaya. Poor Elamaya. I keep forgetting about her. Poor lass. Where's she going now? The Monument of something or other. Is Atle? She's having a nice... She's seeing all the sights of Lustria. The mosquito-infested swamps. The overly humid mountain tops, maybe. So if this mod for the Chaos Invasion doesn't work, might be a bit of a short campaign, because I've heard that the Chaos... they've spotted me. Uh-oh, there's 2 armies. That's not good. That's very bad. Okay, they are marching to reach me, though. What have they got? They've got a lot of spearmen. Okay, well, let's pull back. I don't want to fight that, and I don't think I'm going to have to. But they will be within range of us. Or will they? Okay. That's not great. Although... It's a level 12 versus a level 2, but... I mean, I reckon... I mean, and they're quite elite, so they'll win that engagement. But no, I think... I mean, we've got to fight it, but I think we might have the upper hand in reality. So let's go for it. Battle of the Twisted Glade. It's not in our favour, but I think that's more down to the veterancy of the enemy units. However, I think our units are a little bit better. So they've got some Black Ark Corsairs, Bleak Swords, Dread Spears. Yeah, so they've got nothing really special here. Nothing particularly worrisome. We've got Witch Elves, which I think might tip the balance. And they've also got their Dreadlord there, so that's their general and leader, currently running a cold one. Which is pretty cool. So our battle line. Currently we've just got our swords and spears in one long line. We've got our Dreadlord currently in the front as well. We've got 3 of our repeater crossbows, bolt throwers even, and then 5 units of crossbows. And then over here in the forest, over on the flank, we've got 2 units of Witch Elves and our Death Hag. There's Fetcher there. So their job is basically, once the main line has engaged, the Witch Elves are going to sweep out the forest and engage the enemy bolt throwers and their missile units. That's the plan anyway.
Traitors end their days in the gladiatorial arena.
I'm trying to use the forest as a little bit of a screen.
Blood for the Lord of Murder.
Hoping that we'll be able to shoot at their melee units, whereas their missile units will be forced to fire through the forest and therefore lose some of their potency. They are almost within range of our bolt throwers. There's the range there. So they pick up the pace once they know they're in range of the artillery. Probably not going to save them though. Yep, already that's done a lot of damage. However, their artillery is moving into range soon, and there it goes. I think our angle is slightly better. I'm charging through the forest up the hill. So they are at somewhat of a disadvantage, although their bolt thrower is causing us damage as well. So I'm testy. I want to charge my witch elves, but it's too early. Can't do it yet. And our crossbows now firing. So they're having to charge directly up a hill, so that's working to their detriment, which is good for us. Taking a lot of damage as they come up the hill. This unit over on the flank here is it's not looking the best, and we get the good charge off there and down a hill. However, we are outclassed in this battle, so one-on-one they will win. We need to use our numbers and our position to our advantage. We're going to come charging down the hill, hit right into their flank. There we go. So it's a big old melee has erupted here. There's our Dreadlord, Dreadlady, engaging the enemy Dreadlady. And our Witch Elves have made themselves known. They are quite swift on the move, 46 speed versus the enemy's 37, so they will be able to catch up. See, their Canine Assassin is currently being hacked to pieces. He's doing oh, did he just shoot her head off? Holy crap! Jeez, okay, well, fine. Over here, a unit of Dark Shards is being carved to pieces. We've got Murderous Prowess has gone off. The Witch Elves get a slightly upgraded and longer lasting version. Yep, they've just hacked down that unit of Dark Shards. They are now out of commission. The battle in the centre is on a knife edge. I mean, there are just... I don't know how they know who to kill. It's just so... It's just a very, very messy battlefield. There's bodies everywhere. Everyone's covered in blood. Very, very messy. Down here, our Witch Elves are taking out one of the bolt throwers. There is still one bolt thrower in action, and this unit of Witch Elves and the Death Hag are currently chasing down the Death Shard.
Ready yourselves.
The main engagement here, we are winning. I don't know what sort of pushed it in our favour, but there are only a few enemy units left. I think it was our Dark Shard. I think once they've managed to sort of break through our lines, our Dark Shards could fire directly into their faces, like over here. And as soon as that happens, they don't last very long. However, their Dreadlord is currently hacking away at some of our bolt throwers. Although you've got to give it to them, they are steely in the face of adversity. As even while a cold one is rampaging through the lines, they're very ordered. They're paying attention to what they're doing. That's very good. Pretty good. The Death Hag is currently chasing off the Canine Assassin. I think he's going to get away. Speed 43, speed 44. I mean, theoretically, we should be able to catch up with him, but I think he's slightly more. He's taken less fatigue damage. Yeah, our Death Hag is very tired. He cannot assassin his own. He's active, so he's going to be fine. Over here, the Witch Elves have managed to finally catch up with the Dark Shards and are hacking them to pieces. Mostly, anyway. She's not. She lost her head. I think, yeah, they're definitely winning this battle, so it's not going to be too difficult. The centre here, the Dreadlord, or Dread Lady, is the only thing really left on the battlefield. But she's still looking fairly healthy, and in fact, her Cold One has gone out of control, so she no longer has control over what she's doing. But I think she's now broken. Yes, she is broken. There we go, and we just completely got her surrounded. So it's just a case of cutting her down, and we have won the battle. It says a Pyrrhic victory, but I'll take that, to be honest. We killed a lot of Dark Elves, and that's a lot of slaves as well, so that's pretty good. Take all that. Good. They're going to run away. That works for me. Oh, bloody hell. Good, so they've got another army coming northward. That's delightful. And Morathi has been spotted.
I am Morathi.
Is that a problem? I mean, we could take Tauren Rock and then, or we could just decide enough is enough and leave. But I think they'll probably catch up with us. So I think we might need. I might have trapped myself on Ulthuan here.
By my desires.
Wound failure, Sabioth. Sabioth is fortunate. I disagree, but that's fine. Velosh Dark Path. We've got the raiding, so that's good. So that's some money there, that's helpful. The raiding has proved a useful respite for the Hag Sorceress. There are many slaves to torture and souls to claim, and yet the six-armed goddess Hecate is as thirsty as Cain. Morathi must recruit more of her kin if she is to continue the journey out from under shadows of her son's dominion. So we need to maintain 42 units. We currently have 39.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Okay, so it looks like we've got another army heading. I mean, I could finish.
Foolish request. Cruel Dreadlord.
Is Velosh their leader?
Dark Lord.
Yes. Okay, so there's no point actually finishing her off because she'll just be back anyway. So let's march back.
Merciless.
Can we maybe get a peace
Your
treaty?
flesh will roast if I'm not.
Of course we can't. That would be a good idea. Okay, Selveth, you kind of need maybe a Sea Dragon cloak would be good for you. And do we actually have anything else we can give you? I don't think we do. Let's give you a bodyguard. Why not? That'd be fine. Yeah. Right. You'll need to replenish, but that's okay. And Morathi, you need to take Tauren Rock. Like, right away, because otherwise we're not going to be able to...
For glory!
Okay, what do they have? They've got 4 units of Lothran Seaguard. That's okay. Some White Lions of Trace, some Phoenix Guard, and some Chariots, and otherwise fairly good. Okay, so the main problem here is probably going to be the towers, but we do have repeater bolt throwers, so we can probably take out a tower, unless we want to. That's going to take a turn, and I don't think we've got the time.
Revenge awaits.
I think we're going to have to fight it. I suspect Tauren Rock is probably the city you have to take in the Morathi campaign. I think it's vitally important. It's basically the port that's closest to you. If the High Elves are going to attack you, it's where they'll launch from. So if you hold it, they can't. So actually I think it's probably a very important city to take. We've Morathi's come in already and done a lot of damage. It's already taken out a unit of Lothran Sea Guard over there and also damaged another one. 42 kills already. This is going to be a bit of a brutal battle because we have to take the city. I think if I try and lay siege to it, they'll bring reinforcements up. We won't be able to deal with that. So we need to take them out as brutally as possible. Our crossbow units have reached range. I'll be currently dropping bolts all over this wall over here. We're dropping spells on the units as well, so we've got the Soul Stealer there. We're going to try and take out the walls here and down the gates. The War Hydra has smashed through, and now he's just he's giving the defenders a warm welcome. Get that because he fire. Anywho, so he comes charging in. In come the Witch Elves as well. I mean, victory is already in our grasp. We've basically got this already. The units on the walls are taking an absolute beating from the repeater crossbows and bolt thrower. See, they've already taken a lot of damage. Basically, all of the units on the walls are currently fleeing. We've taken the gates and the walls. There are a few units still currently retreating who are probably going to rally. So they've got a noble here who's currently fighting everyone. You have units returning to the battle as some spearman units who have managed to rally.
We are broken. Dragons, flee!
They're not going to stay rallied for very long. Another unit over here has returned to the battle. However, they are taking bolt thrower fire to the face. And our Witch Elves are going to come in. They didn't last very long, did they? The Prince is broken. But I think we need to get out of the blob here, get back, get some semblance of order back in our units, get our crossbows into the city as well. Unit of spearmen returning to battle here. I mean, not for very long, but you have to give it to them. They tried. They really tried. These guys are being a right pain, but I mean, killing them shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, they don't actually get much done. There's another unit of spearmen coming in here. We're going to charge Tresser and a unit of bleak swords. Those guys not looking so great. And they go running away and come on. Right, Morathi is coming in. Morathi's taking a lot of damage actually. I mean, that is the problem with wearing very little armour. It really is. It's a unit of Phoenix Guard. These guys could well be a problem. I mean, they shouldn't be too much of an issue. And they're less of an issue now that they've been set on fire. Do they have anything particularly? They do have some ward save, immune to psychology, martial mastery. Yeah, so we're basically making a mess of them before they even reach battle. Oh yes, they got frostbite because of the what's it? Chill. Is it Death Chill spell, that purple thingy? Don't know. Can't remember. Got some white lions as well. I think those bolt throws are actually doing more damage to us than the enemy, but you know what? That's fine. Phoenix Guard getting thrown around. I mean, they'll do very well in combat, but outnumbered and unsupported like this, not so much. And they are finally going to start running. And then the only last few units over here will also break very soon. White Lions of Chase being traced off the battlefield. Phoenix Guard broken as well. I think it's safe to say the city's ours. Okay, so we're taking Tauren Rock.
Sorceress ascends.
That's pretty good. That means we can. I mean, I'm half tempted to keep it, half tempted to just flee. But let's.
If you dare.
I mean, let's loot and occupy for the replenishment and the slaves, obviously.
Show no mercy.
Morathi is a sapper. This being brings charts and arithmetic to a siege. Promising. There you go. Beauty as well as brains. That's Morathi for you. Okay, Tressa has got 2 skill points to spend, and I think she's got a Dark Steed, which is useful. Power of Darkness would be good. I mean, more magic items is always good, so we'll go for that. So that's fine.
Disruptive, this one.
Sabioth.
Useful.
Useful indeed, and I think I think more melee defense just to try and keep a little bit safer. Okay, so we've taken Tauren Rock, which is good.
The buildings are crumbling.
Let's repair these. We've still got. I mean, we could. That's the Palace of Tiranoc there, which reduces upkeep for our cavalry units and income from all buildings in the province, which is pretty nice. Plus, we have a gold smelter there as well, so that's good too. Maybe we should get some. Maybe better walls. I think the slave gate stands ominous, a cry to attackers that their lives will soon be forfeit. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do, because we're going to come under attack very soon. I'm a little bit
Unthinkable.
I mean, I think we should be able to fight off this army, the Forgebound army heading southward. That should be fine. Morathi can probably stand up against Tiranoc. Worst case, she could run away. So there's, it's not all bad.
I am Morathi.
And they won't be able to chase after her. So that's good. Can we maybe... where is
Your
Tiranoc?
best. Be quick, Druki, if you wish to escape with your life.
I was hoping you'd give me a peace treaty, but you don't want to give me a peace treaty, do you? Is there anyone who... I mean, Clan Pestilence kind of likes us.
Bring me tribute gift.
Can we get a... Can we get...
Pestilence is at your service.
That's... Thanks, Scroll. That's... You're a peach. I mean, a rotten peach. That's what you are. Can you... Oh, can we have a trade agreement and you give us some money? Yeah, there we go. See? See, that's nice. We got friends. That's good. Vampire Coast. They don't like us. But will you give... Yeah. No. Okay. Well, sure. I mean, that's getting worse. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's all right. And Hexotl, yeah, I mean, they don't like us, but they've never really liked us anyway. So that's fine, I guess. I'm gonna have to shadow this army as it moves southward. The Vol's Anvil should be fine, because we have a defensive force there, and that Forgebound army is pretty much dead.
I watch from the shadows.
Good. This is all going fairly to plan. And I forgot about Elamire again. But that's pretty much as standard these days. Poor lass. She's heading northwards. She'll be home soon, maybe. Oh, good. Lothran and Tiranoc have confederated. Although that could work to my advantage, because I think it removes their armies when that happens. So, because I noticed that with the Queek campaign, that Toralessa, when I'd attacked them before, they had about 4 armies filled with dragons, and as soon as they confederated, no armies. So I think it disbands the armies. And then I've seen the Orcs confederate and their armies are still there, so... So, who knows? Okay. So... Forgebound army there. So let's continue to try and mirror their movements a little bit. Could we take the Eagle Gate?
We are displeased.
I guess that army, the only place it can really go is Bleakhold Fortress. Everywhere else has walls. Plus, if it comes anywhere down here, Morathi is probably within range to reach Arnheim. So... yeah, they can't reach Arnheim next turn. They'd be out. They'd be out to sea. We'd be able to reach there, so that should be fine.
The Druki are restless.
Public order is okay, but only because Morathi is there. So we could really do with a public order building there. On the other hand, we do have some nice income now, so we could recruit another. We could recruit another force. Potentially. Ooh, we could get the Dark City, which would then allow us to upgrade the Sanctum of Quintex. Yes, let's do that. Let's go for the Dark City. Here, the full and horrid nature of the Druki is on display for all to see. Sounds nice. Something you'd want to go for your holes. Sounds good. And what about here? We could upgrade to the occupied Elven colony. Growth here is going to be slow. We need, yeah, okay. Well, we probably have to leave that one. But could we potentially? Do I want to? I mean, that's going to be done in 6 turns. I could get a Dread Manse next turn. Yeah, next turn. Could get the Sorceress's Abode. But I can already recruit Sorceresses anyway, so... A House of Assassins. We could get... Ooh! The Harganeth Executioners. They're good. I do like them. They are a very expensive unit, though. But Cold One Knights would be... I mean, Cavalry would be good. Decent Cavalry would be good. But do I save my monies? Do I recruit another Lord?
The very air is tainted.
Is there any Lord I want as cruel, vicious, malevolent, cunning? Oh, it gives you chills thinking about it, doesn't it? Okay, well that's okay. I'm going to leave that for them. I'm not going to recruit another Lord just yet. Maybe I will regret that decision, but at the moment I'm not going to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get an occupied Elven colony here.
Enchanting beauty.
That's what I'm going to do.
Cruel dreadlord.
I think Bull's Anvil will be safe. That army's had to flee. If I could, it would be really nice if Lothran would give me a peace treaty, but I somehow doubt they're going to, considering their strength rank 1. Are they at war with Nagrond? No, they are at war with Safari though. Nagrond.
What brings you before the Lord of the Black Tower?
Will you join my war against Lothran? No. Didn't think you would somehow, but you know, I thought it was worth a shot anyway. Maya continues her long trek northward. Actually, I'd like to get her to join my second army. Get some magic in there. That would be useful. Ulthuan and Avalon have gone to. Oh dear. That's a lot of high elves. Okay, so do I abandon Tor and Rock? Raise or sack Tor Sarethi? Well, you know, that sounds lovely, but
Certainly not.
I mean, I could potentially hold the city. Morathi has a skill point, so I mean, more weapon strength for my War Hydra and charge bonus, but do I want that? Do I want that? I mean, we could get more upkeep reduction for Morathi's force. Could get blessed by I mean, maybe more winds of magic. She does get shot a lot as well. Let's go for power drain, I think. Go for that. Now, the question is, this army is going to attack me, or these two armies are going to attack me.
Ridiculous.
Right, it's not ridiculous, it's pretty much a dead cert, to be honest, mate. They've got a lot of spearmen, but not much else. So, how do I feel about that? Is it worth running away?
Misguided. Unwise.
Alright, what are my defences like? Right, I've got some Black Ark Corsairs, some Dark Shards, some Shades, some Dread Spears. I mean, that's a fairly potent defence, isn't it?
Favoured of the Witch King.
Right, we can reach Bleakhold Fortress with Selveth. That'll replenish his force. Fool's Anvil is still safe. If they attack Arnheim, I think I can reach it next turn and protect it. It would be nice if we had Elamir up here. I'm kind of regretting sending her down on a little excursion, but everyone needs a gap year, am I right? So that's what she's been doing. She's off on a gap year.
The Druki are restless.
Got two. I mean, we could.
Skilled sorceress.
Okay. I can't decide whether to run or not.
From the shadows.
I reckon I can. I reckon I can hold Tor and Rock.
Misguided. Futile.
They've got a bunch of cavalry, but that's going to be garbage. We've got lots of defences. If I can fend off this attack, this might be a really bad decision. We're going to stay. I could well regret this decision. It's ballsy. They've got 3 armies. That was too ballsy. Where are they going? They're running away. What's going on? Hey? Seriously? and Pestilence, what are you up to? Are you harassing the lizard men? That works for me. Okay. Yes, they have laid siege, but that's okay. They've got a black arc there as well, which is less than good. Okay. Selveth is strict.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
It's going to take another turn to reach there, but is that okay, do we think? You know what, I'm going to march because we will get reinforcements from the city, won't we?
The defenses
I mean,
will
not
hold.
much, but we will get them.
I'll grind you to dust.
So let's move. It will make us tired.
Lies ahead.
We're going to move. They might head for Bleakhold Fortress, but when we can march back, so basically we can just...
Mother of the...
It can be a pain to them.
Unwise.
That's quite a big defense. Problem is, I'm going to have to leave Morathi here to defend it.
Provocations.
But we've got the slave gate, which means that this place is now pretty... I mean, we've got some Harganeth executioners there as well, and some harpies. So it's quite a potent defensive force now, which is good. I'm fairly happy with that.
Conjurer.
I was half hoping that the High Elves would throw themselves at me, but they haven't. But that's okay. That's okay. Do they have corruption? They do, but it's only -1 corruption.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
It's not vile, it's the best sort. Don't have any walls there. Could use walls here, so let's upgrade that.
The very air is tainted.
Ice Rock Gorge probably could do with upgrading as well, but I think I want an artisan house there. So let's do that. Let's leave it at that. I kind of want to send Morathi to go and help out, but that's a lot of armies. I think Malekith probably has a much more secure starting location. I think Morathi starting so close to Lothran, to Ulthuan even, really does make it a really difficult campaign because you are so close. That coastline is one turn away. Okay, they have attacked, but we have reinforcements, and their army isn't actually that particularly powerful, so I think we're going to be fine here. Forgebound are moving in, but thankfully we do have reinforcements on the way, which is a good thing. Selveth with her forces have arrived, although they have had to march the way to reach the battle to reinforce, which means their units are very tired. However, my plan is to try and hold the walls of the settlement with the units we've got there, and to bring the reinforcements in to create sort of a sort of defensive position in the centre of the city here. That way, if the walls do fall, our repeater crossbows should be within range. However, we do have a slight problem. Ooh, that stings. Yep, that's the Black Ark. The Black Ark, if in range of a settlement, can provide bombardment support, and it just did there. Unfortunately, because all my reinforcements are coming in on this little narrow bit here, they were lovely and bunched up for the AI to drop all the bombardments directly on top of them, which really did sting. Never mind. Our Corsairs with handbows are currently taking out the Black Ark Corsairs that are bringing the ram up. I'm not sure it will be enough to actually stop them entirely, but it's certainly going to do a lot of damage to them, so that's a win. Got Bleak Swords are approaching the wall, and there's nothing to stop them really.
Take cover! Enemy fire!
Got some Corsairs fighting up against our Black Ark Black Ark Corsairs with Black Ark Corsairs. A lot of swashbuckling going on there. Lots of it. Oh, so much swashbuckling. And yeah, again, more. It's just a lot of Corsairs in this army. Very Corsair heavy. They do have additional units of Bleak Swords and Dread Spears moving up as well. Our reinforcements are pouring onto the battlefield. One unit of Dark Shards has got stuck or missed out. We've got the artillery coming in as well. So we're just reaching our defensive position. We're going to get our melee units to sort of block the roads in, and then get our Dark Shards, more bombardment. Yep, that's messy. Never mind. Our Witch Elves have managed to reach the gates. These are the reinforcements. And even very tired, they're going to, well, really put a downer on the plans of the Black Ark Corsairs. Got even more Witch Elves over here. They've engaged a unit of Dark Shards and a unit of Corsairs, or Shades, sorry, as they try and get into the city. The Death Hag is cutting her way through Fetcher there, leading her ladies. Are they ladies? Maybe. Not in the conventional sense, maybe, but, you know. However, they are going to be defending the gate brilliantly. In come a unit of our Dark Riders. Our Dark Riders exited the city at the start of the battle, swung round, took out the Reaper Bolt Thrower, and then swung back in to then support the Witch Elves at the gate, and they did brilliantly. They've broken these unit of Dark Shards and Shades there. Our missile units are just getting into position, and just in time, because the walls have just about fallen. However, the units up here are going to make a fine target. Got a unit of Bleak Swords trying to make their way towards the city centre, but they're not going to get very far because they are under very heavy fire. And they're just going to meet our infantry. They get blocks. Over here we can see that they've got is that a Death Hag? Yes, a Death Hag is attempting to charge our front line. However, with only 10 armour, that's not going to end very well. She does get a charge in, then takes a few cuts and actually decides to run away. However, it's not the best, because she's going to have to run back through the hail of fire. There's a more Black Ark Corsairs trying to charge the line where the Death Hag failed, and is going to, well, receive the same treatment, to be honest. The Witch Elf manages to get away amazingly. I'm surprised. And over here, the units on the wall taking absolutely punishing fire. I mean, some of our units are dying as well, but yeah, well, never mind. We're Dark Elves, not High Elves. Okay, over here is still being held by our Witch Elves, our Dark Riders and Fetcher. Looks like their Dreadlord is in here.
My bloodlust is waning.
But I don't think he's going to win that fight somehow. Enemy army looking decidedly light now. Most of the units on the wall have died thanks to our crossbow fire. I think there's just a unit of Dark Shards left over there. Yet they're breaking as well. Off they go. And so it is literally just the Dark Lord, or the Dreadlord, sorry, who has broken and is running away. So we've managed to save the city. Gotta say, those witch elves are growing on me. They did quite well there. Nice bit of cash, and we can take them all as slaves, which I'm sure they're going to be thrilled by. You running away yet, or I need to head them back north. Problem is, Morathi needs to stay in Ulthuan to protect Tauren Rock, so that's what she's got to do, which means Selveth has got to be the one that goes and deals with the Forgebound. But their armies are repeatedly quite high ranked for some godforsaken reason. Who's this? Oh, these are yeah, these guys. There's two armies, really. They're attacking Skeggy. That's brilliant. They died. That's not so good. Okay, well that's fine. So Selveth's got the armour of silvered steel. The gleaming, all-encasing suit of silver is light, but still grants the wearer a heavy degree of protection, surely the hallmark of elven artifice. And the stuff snatchers have been obliterated. That's a bit of a shame. We've got ward save and chaos corruption faction-wise. So ward save for witch elf units, which is really nice. So I would quite like reworked crossbows, more range and ammunition for Dark Shards, and that also gives us more weapon strength for Dread Spears and more missile damage. So that's it. Forged to kill. Steel is only as strong as a hand that wields it.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Can we catch? Oh, he's just out of you little shit.
Fury!
Never mind. He'll know fear. And
Yes.
Fetcher has a skill point. She has been doing particularly well with her witch elves, isn't she? So I think maybe we're going to buff up her. Yeah, we'll go wild-eyed. Don't look into their eyes. There is only death there. Ooh, chilling stuff. And Tauren Rock is still safe. The High Elves haven't yet decided to attack, although they do look like they're massing. They've got huge numbers of spearmen and some cavalry there as well. Just a lot of spearmen though, so I mean, if they do attack, we'll be fine. So I'm not particularly worried. But Morathi has to stay there, which is a bit of a pain. But there we go. 3 turns left there. Oh, what we could do is get the Dread Mance, so we can get some Cold One Knights. That'll be very nice. And Elmire, you can you come back, and I think we've chased off the Forgebound. Selveth has done that. Good job, Selveth. Can we quite like give him a potion of healing? We've got no. I could give the Blade of Ruin. I mean, Sabiath. Does Sabiath need it? Not really. Yeah, Selveth, you can have the Blade of Ruin. You've done a good job there, so you can definitely have that. And I think otherwise we're all good. So there we go. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.